Military intelligence officers. What's the biggest career-ending mistake you've ever seen? When I was deployed to Iraq, I worked with a guy who wasn't just good at his job, he was great. One of the best intel analysts I'd ever seen. Sharp, focused, always 2 steps ahead. The kind of person you knew would rise quickly through the ranks. But he had one flaw. He loved to bend the rules. Nothing major at first. Little things like working around procedures to get results faster. Technically against regulation, but it often saved time and got us what we needed. His superiors knew, but they looked the other way. Mostly because his methods worked. Then one day, during a routine op, he got a piece of intel about a potential ambush on one of our convoys. The problem? The info came from a source we weren't officially supposed to be using. Instead of following protocol and verifying through approved channels, he acted immediately and rerouted the convoy. It worked. The ambush was avoided, and he probably saved lives. But when his actions were reviewed, it came out that he hadn't followed the chain of command or logged the source properly. In the military, that's a big deal. His superiors had no choice. He was reassigned immediately. The worst part? He wasn't kicked out. He spent the next few years in dead-end positions, knowing he'd never advance, watching people he trained surpass him, all because he broke one rule to save lives. It wasn't just his career that ended. It was his passion, his drive, everything he'd worked for. I've seen people make bigger mistakes, but his was the worst, because it came from trying to do the right thing.